My proposal centres around exploring the site in relation to Lidcombe and Olympic Park being two opposing entities. The site is a central gateway between the two, and it can act as a way to bring the people of the surrounding area together. In exploring this, Lidcombe explores the typology of run-down suburbia. It is in a state of disrepair and disconnection, and its desire is keen for a new civic space that can connect the surrounding areas. Olympic Park's typology has seen an overdeveloped and over-organised megalithic space far out of scale for the people of the area. From this spawns a central desire for personalised intimacy. Structures and architecture must feel personal and connected to the people rather than distant and civic. In this perspective here, you can see an answer to Lidcombe through the desire for a mysterious and radical civic space, something that can anchor from the Pepita Rail Trail and create a new central civic area for Lidcombe. The party diagrams below explore the development of architectural forms through referencing the human body to create an intimate and personal response that is relevant for both Lidcombe and, importantly, Olympic Park. To the right here, the site planning explored the idea of two nodes of central attack, a concentrated node to the west, and to the east, an elongated node that explored connections to the Pepita Trail. These two nodes create a sequence of views as one circulates through the site. This has culminated in three central perspectives that denote the shape and circulation across the site into the architectural spaces. This is a layering of three triangular shapes that create a reference to the circulation and perspective of experiencing the site. As the conception of a makerspace is foreign to the average person, this triangular form of increasing scale complements the idea of investment into the space, that being a gradual increase from casual spaces to more hardcore and applied makerspaces. Below, the site plan is explored in massed form. You can take note of the elongated arms that draw reference to the diagrams to the left that explore the human form within the wider massing. This massed arrangement allows for three central modes of access into the site. Alongside the central entry, everything fans out from there like a human body. This stretched out form also allows for multiple opportunities for green courtyard spaces and high levels of landscaping to evenly distribute and ground the site within its location. Approaching the site, one encounters varied levels of compression and expansion that create an excitement and curiosity for what is to come. Upon entry, the way forward is denied through the idea of the inner courtyard that houses a large monolithic tower plinth structure. Upon entry, penetration across the site is denied through the creation of an inner courtyard space that fans circulation out to the surrounding locations. While this eastern entrance is the central main entrance for the building, do take note of the cafe and library connections into the wider area and how a secondary path can bring levels of poorly invested walkers into the space to sit down, have a rest and a coffee and expand into the space and experience a varied experience through the idea of gradually revealing certain aspects and sites within. As someone with little investment in a makerspace experiences the site, they explore the moment of rest
quickly expanding into the idea of the auditorium, to sit on the seats, pull out a book, read and reflect, and look into the courtyard. From there, curiosity draws one to move southward to reception, to inquire about what this space is and how you can explore it yourself. From here, you experience the second southern triangular form, expanding into the more applied and dedicated areas of the makerspace. With a guest pass, you may then casually use either the general or woodworking and CNC rooms to explore new ideas of creation relevant personally to yourself. The first floor of the proposal mainly centres around spaces for studio tenants to occupy, in addition to a larger mezzanine classroom space that looks down upon the general workspace. Along the hall, there are also adaptive general workspaces which anyone may use freely. Coming to the elevations, the level investment can be well explored within the expanding prism form. An expansive mural lies to the left here, drawing ideas of the Pepita Trail and journeying through the height levels of the site and into what is this new makerspace as the interstice between two typologies. Returning to the idea of investment, in the party diagram below, you can see the typical thresholds that one would experience in the building. The aim of this concept is to break these down through a series of views and circulatory experiences that create an interest in the person poorly invested. Looking across the plans and drawings, you can see the idea of circles, mouths and eyes, parts of the human body that create a personalised proposal. This may be achieved through a layering of the facade, disconnecting an external steel frame structure outside of the windows to overlay curvilinear steel meshes onto a typical rectilinear window or doorway. This auditorium form explores ideas of the mouth and the eye, the cave and the head, and it also overlooks what could be a steel hand or tree, this being the central spire structure that can variably deploy works, banners and artworks created in the makerspace upwards into the sky in reference to the distant Olympic flags, creating a personalised flag for the people of Olympic Park and Lidcombe.